welcome back everyone to Poppin' Arctic with Lofton. Today, I've never done that, but I kind of like it. Before we get started, I just want to say, I'm going to be having some snippets of some songs. It's going to be nostalgia. Please don't cry. I'm already crying. I'm tearing up. I'm just saying. Deep breath. Some of these songs are going to be nostalgic. If you guys can tell me where they're from, then maybe we could do something special when the game comes out. Maybe you could be a part of my guild, or maybe, you know, when I record a dungeon, you guys could be in the dungeon run with me. I don't know. But let's see if you guys can get them, okay? These are some of my favorite songs. So if not, just enjoy the nostalgia. Hope you guys, you know, are like, I remember that one. Because we're all here for the same thing. Enjoy the video. We're going to be going over a grandchase classic, What to Expect. I used to play this game back in the day. I played this game back when there was only 3 characters with 1 job. It was kind of boring, but I liked the game anyway. Now, knowing that it's coming back after I lost all that stuff that I had, my house, KOG, I already thought that they would bring the game back, and then they brought it back into mobile. And I was like, that's not the play. And then I was like, they're going to still bring something back. And then they made Kurtzpell. I actually don't remember which one came first, Kurtzpell or grandchase, the mobile. But then I was like, that's not it either. Then they had Hero Wars. That game was lit. KOG, bring that back too. I'm just saying that was good. But they took that off. I don't know. KOG likes to take stuff off and putting it on all the time. But now they're bringing back grandchase Classic. So I want to go over what to expect, what we're getting, if we're getting anything new, if anything's updated. We're gonna go over their site, and then we're gonna go over to the Steam page and look at the videos that they posted there. I've already requested access. If you have not, please request access. This game is dope. If you guys want to see any more information on grandchase, Final Fantasy 14, or Fall Guys, or just anything random, make sure you subscribe because I will be covering all 3 of those games hardcore non-stop. Let's go. As you see, these are all the characters. They didn't used to have this many, but as the years progressed, they got more and more characters. I mean, I was back in the time where they would have patches, and I would wait for the patch to be over, and then they'd be like, I'm sorry, we're extending the maintenance. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I have a bedtime. And I'm like, whatever, I'll stay up. And then the maintenance will be almost over, and they're like, no, I'm sorry, we're extending it again. And I'm like, well, I guess by the time I go to sleep, it's going to be up, and that's what. Anyway, pain points. Let's see if I can get them. So we have Zero, Jen, Amy, Ryan, Rin, Liar, Lass, Mary, or it's Mari. People get on me about that. Vegas, Elisis? I call her Elisis, but I was little. What do you want me to do? Edel, or Adele, Rufus, Seghart. I used to call it Seghart, but it was silent. Lime, Uno, Arme, Dow. Some people call him Dio. Ronan, Asin, or Ronan, and then Lay. So that's a lot of characters. And then we talk about their jobs, we talk about their skill tree. There was a lot that went into this game, and I was just shocked to see that it was shut down. It was such a good game, and I always thought they would bring it back because nothing was wrong with it. It wasn't shut down because people didn't play it. And that's what always confused me. So I'm glad that they decided to take that leap, take that risk, and just make the game happen again, because there was nothing wrong with it in the first place. As you see with this is telling us they're probably gonna just pick up where they left off and just add a few little tidbits here and there, and that's good. I don't want to have to start all over. I don't want to have to start with those 3 characters and then I have to see you progress the game the exact same way we've seen it progress last time. I want it to be able to be from where we left off and just create new stuff for us, especially now times are different, you know, technology's different. This game should be popping. Let's talk about dungeons. This game, I never really thought was much of a dungeon game. I always thought Elsword took the cake on that. Elsword had a better dungeon game than grandchase ever did. If you guys think they didn't, play Elsword. I didn't really play Elsword that much, but I do know a lot of players that are on grandchase played Elsword, and then vice versa. I think Elsword just had better story. If you guys did not think that, let me know in the comments below, but it is what it is. Their story game was on point. Their presentation game was on point. The thing that made grandchase shine, in my opinion, was their PvP. grandchase's PvP was the bomb until they started releasing all these skill trees and cash items and people critting for 3 million damage and stuff like that. Before all that, it was good. Then grandchase decided to add in a stat mode where it would like normalize your stats, and so like everybody would be basically on the same page. That was cool too, but the problem is like some of the characters would just beat other characters. You know what I mean? Just because of like you have to work so hard because people would spam. And I'm not saying if you weren't good enough to beat them, like Spamming doesn't actually win you the game, but there's just some characters that just do it so well, like it's very hard to get in unless you're very experienced. I used to be the rank 1 through 3 player for consecutive months, and I just love PvP. It was just what I did non-stop. I literally would level my characters through PvP. I obviously would dungeon as well, but most of my characters just happen to level through PvP. So that's where my heart was. Not saying the dungeons are bad, I'm just saying like presentation-wise, elsewhere kind of took the cake. So let's see what they're going to be giving us. 20 unique characters. So yes, they're giving us all the characters as you see here. We have Liar, Arme, Elysis, Jin. Okay, so it looks like they're gonna do they're gonna do that thing that they did before, where they're gonna let you choose what characters you want to have at the start, and then from then on you can then unlock everybody else. Before, they would just give you 3, and you would have to then start and unlock everybody as you go. They're saying pick whoever you want, and you can unlock along the way. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be cash ways to unlock everybody. I might unlock everybody that way, to be real. But there was just times before they even made it easy. It used to be very difficult to unlock characters and jobs, but they made it real easy. But I still don't like doing it. So I might cash a couple of characters. I might not. We'll see. But they are going to be giving away. They're all going to be allowing you to choose a couple of characters. If you guys want any insight on any of the characters, let me know, and I could probably help you choose which ones you want. Maybe I'll go make a video when it comes out. You know what characters are probably the best for what you want, because I love this game. I played so many hours of this game. It's really, really crazy. Dungeon mode, party with your friends. From right now, what I'm seeing, this is one of the final continents. So expect to have all the dungeons unlocked. Not unlocked, I'm sorry. Expect to have all the dungeons from before on here. So that's good. All the content should be there. And then, of course, the PvP mode. This map, I don't remember this map, though. They also still have the 4th jobs that we see right there. They also have the item slot, so this allows us to know that they're going to be doing the item thing. Yeah. So they're pretty much looking like they're just picking up where they left off. That's kind of nice, honestly. All right, so let's go to the videos, and then let's just see if there's anything that's new added to it for us to look at here. So these graphics, let me explain. Some people think these graphics are very, very good. These graphics were able to be made inside the regular game. You just had to turn them all the way up. So these graphics are kind of the same. Maybe they've made a little bit of extra effort, but it's called Grand Chase Classic for a reason. It looks the same. So if anybody's thinking like, oh, these are upgraded graphics, they are not. You could have the same graphics before. People just never had it like that because it didn't really look that good to me. Now, some of these bosses, I do know, but I noticed the setting is different. This boss, I don't recall, though. So what I'm thinking is that some of these bosses just have enhanced moves. They have the same bosses, but some of them are enhanced. Like they have different skill sets and stuff like that. So they're like adding on a little bit, I think. Let me see. I have to just check. They may be adding on a little bit of it. So this is like the in-game dungeons. I remember these. These are the dungeons where you would just... These are like the high-end dungeons. These are like the big boys, McCoys played these. Like you had to have your gear A1.com. And I never really ran them. I ran them to experience them, but I've never ran them like non-stop like people did to get armor and whatnot, because I PvP. I didn't really care what armor I had because I like looking good. Needless to say, obviously I ran them, like I said before, for the experience. Ran them a couple times at friends and stuff, but it just wasn't my style. Let's see what we have here. So we're still having the 4th job, as we see. 3rd job. So we are having 4th bar skills. Yeah, honestly, nothing's changed. It's literally, they're picking up where they left off. The only gripe that I had with this game ever was that the PvP just seemed so imbalanced at times, because a lot of these skills were very broken, and they would just do too much, or they would lock you down for too long, or it just, if you rarely PvP'd, you don't really care because you do it for the fun. Me, when I PvP'd to be the best. And so, you know, I was in tournaments before, and champions and stuff before, championships before. I remember Calcep, he plays League now, but he used to do the same thing, and I was there. And so to know that there are players that played some of these things that were just a little bit absurd, and KOG didn't really care to balance it, kind of sucked. It kind of took the integrity out of the game. Like I said, not saying you can't beat them if you are good enough, but my thing is like, a lot of players would just opt to cheat. They would opt to do the cheaper route just because they were like, I don't care if I get any better. I'll just do the cheaper route. And I didn't like that. So that's just like my only gripe. But like everything's still here. The special theme dungeons are here. The monster train is here. The circus is here. All I'm gonna say is it's gonna be really good. Ooh, look, they updated the text so it looks better. Oh, I love this place. This place was hype. I'm happy, dude. This is gonna be great. This is literally just leaving it off. This is picking up where it left off. Like I said, if you guys would like to know more information about Grand Chase, Final Fantasy 14, or Fall Guys, keep it locked here. Subscribe, because I will be doing content on those 3 games and more, but I know y'all might only want to see those 3 games. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. If you guys got any questions, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what character is your favorite character down below. Let me know what class is your favorite class. What job was your favorite job? Let me know what was your favorite dungeon. I'm hyped. Let's share some comments together. What is it? Let me know. Let me see. Anyway, without further ado, thank you for what? Popping often with Lofton.